Hello everyone, this is Daniel at Advanced Angel Cards here from the Reiki studio, and I wanted to get a reading up last week with the holidays. I know things are a little hectic. I believe I got my reading up. I don't think the Pendulum Girls got their reading up. So we're in studio tonight. It's actually Sunday night, and I'm going to do just a quick reading in a neat little format. And then we are going to have the Pendulum Girls, Eileen and Mandy, come in and do their recordings to get us caught up. So, to start this week, this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading, or Angel Tarot reading, for the week of December 1st. And as usual, we'll draw a card for the first half of the week, second half of the week, weekend. I would like to set the intention now. I'm going to be drawing from my 3 Angel Tarot decks. I have the original Angel Tarot, I have the Archangel Power Tarot, and I have the new Guardian Angel Tarot. So I'm going to draw one card from each deck, probably in that order, to give us our week reading. I also like to set the intention that those cards give us numerical values in my usual format, which the angels know what that is, to derive first an angel number, as well as break down to a numerology number. Okay, so we're going to begin here. So the first deck I'll be drawing from for the first half of the week will be the classic Angel Tarot Doreen Virtue Radleigh Valentine. These are all Doreen Virtue Radleigh Valentine decks. It's just who I resonated with at the time. Now I'm expanding. I'm growing out of my safe zone, I guess, or I'm moving forward out of my safe zone. I'm expanding to some traditional tarot, some other oracle cards. One of the decks I look very forward to getting is the Psychic Tarot, the John Holland. I don't know why, it just resonates with me. I like the look of it, I like the feel it gives me. So I'm probably going to get one of them sometime soon. So one of the things I've been doing, and I urge every one of you out there who are doing your own oracle card readings, don't always stick by what the book tells you, or don't always stick by what that certification course, I always point to my wall here where my certificates are, what that certification course told you. Everyone has their own way of using a divination tool. Doreen moves chunks at a time around and shuffles and kind of slides until a card feels right to her. Radleigh does the dealer shuffle. He's a full out, regular. What he does is he gets a number in his head. Okay, I would like, how many times should I shuffle this deck? 6. Okay, he shuffles 6 times and then deals the cards right off the top. Doreen rifles through and finds individual cards. So this one resonates, so we'll pull that, and then she moves through further. Okay, this one, so I'll pull that. What I've started to do, and I would urge you guys to try it and see if it resonates with you, is I'll shuffle until I feel it's right now, and then I'll say, okay, give me a number, 6. I just got 6. So I'll go down to the 6th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the first card for the week, and there's someone at the door. That's Mandy arriving for the Pendulum Girls sessions. So you'll hear the doggies, but forgive that. So our first card for the first half of the week from the Angel Tarot is 6 of Air. And this is one of my favorite cards in the deck, actually. Here we see the unicorn setting sail, leaving the old herd behind. And he's on the boat, and that boat has a name. It says Nuvus, which is Latin for new beginning. So the card reads, things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So when we see this card come up for somebody, they're ending a new phase. Kind of like the old phase is done. There's a lot of cards in the deck that mean this, but it's very much like the old phase is done. We're moving past that now. Now we're moving on to something better. And typically, it's a whole new phase. Now, when we deal with minor arcana, this was the water suit, that's minor arcana, it's day-to-day stuff, so I wouldn't be looking for a life-changing event or opportunity, per se. It doesn't mean it couldn't be, but this is more day-to-day stuff. So something in your daily life is shifting, and something you've been struggling with should be coming to an end now, and you're seeing a new path to take. Typically away from the old situation, but maybe it's a new phase. But there's something new that will be coming early in the week, so look for that. So that was number odd enough, they had me count 6, and the card was 6. So the first number we're looking at for the other things is 6. So I'm going to leave that up. So now I'm going to draw from the Archangel Power Tarot, which I love the artwork on the back of this card. The artwork on the original deck blows all the other ones out of the water. It is incredible to me. Stephen Roberts, I mean, I've looked to purchase some of these prints. They're very pricey, but there's 1 or 2 particular ones that I have on my wish list and I will be getting. Very Thomas Kincaid-esque, very painting with light type of stuff. Whereas these ones are more photorealistic. It's more like they take photos and then kind of make them into paintings or incorporate them into paintings. Very beautiful, but the artwork on that one's excellent. But I really do love the backs of these for those who haven't seen it. We have the sun rays coming through, and the 4 suits in this deck are represented by Ariel, Gabriel, Raphael, and Michael. And they're the 4 flags that correspond to them. And the artwork on the backs of these are wonderful. So second half of the week now. So I'm going to shuffle here. One extra number, and they're already giving me 3. So we're going to cut it right there. 1, 2, 3. Third card. 8 of Michael. Now Michael is swords or air in traditional tarot. So we already had 6 of air. So now we're basically seeing 8 of air. And the card reads, you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. And like automatically, I'm getting a lot of not emotion. I don't want to use the word emotion, but a lot of strong feelings involved with this card and how it relates to the first card. So the first half of the week we had difficult situations kind of past us, and we're going on to a new journey, a new beginning. So the second half of the week, we're having a little bit of reservation, perhaps. Maybe we're having some fear and taking that leap of faith to move on to that new situation. And the card is reminding us that it's up to us. We're of our free will to be free. And it's time to make a courageous choice to change our situation. And we're not seeing clearly because we're still tethered to the old situation. So a very clear, precise piece of advice from Archangel Michael, the giver of strength and of courage, as we're moving and shifting to this new situation. Don't hesitate. Don't let your reservations fog. Keep your eyes on the prize type of thing. Don't let fear set in, or panic set in, or people from the old situation kind of get in your head and tell you, well, what do you want to have? What if that doesn't work out? Maybe we won't want you back. You can't listen to any of that. You're being directed by your angels and by your guides that you have to move forward and take that leap. So it's pretty clear and a wonderful, loving message of support from Archangel Michael, who is with all of us all the time and can always be called upon for that extra little boost of courage and strength when we need it. So for our final card here, we'll shuffle 2 more times. 1, 2, and they're giving me 1, so I'm taking the very top card. 6 of Thought. Well, guess what 6 of Thought is? 6 of Air. It's that new beginning, that new journey. So as we move through the weekend, we've started the new journey. We've hit kind of some roadblocks, some muddy terrain, and we kind of maybe stopped. And we're being reminded through the weekend, as this deck, the Guardian Angel Tarot puts it, peaceful times are on the horizon, the storms have passed, and you now can see that your destination is within sight. The stress in your life will begin to fade away, allowing for happier times. It may be necessary to take a journey over water or to another country. That's the to kind of wrap up the symbolism of all the original card. Sometimes this card indicates that this new opportunity is going to require you to travel, and that may be. Sometimes it's moving away from the old situation. Sometimes it's moving towards a new situation. Either way, it's about breaking free and finding that freedom to do what you choose, to be in your choosing, to stand in your power in the situation, and not be a victim, and not feel like it's the word victimism or being a martyr, like,
well, I can't, because if I'm not doing this, who's going to? You have to release all that. Anybody struggling with those feelings, or if I do this, maybe I can't provide well enough for them. This journey is about you, and you have to be the best you that you can be in order to be of any service to anybody else. And I feel like I'm repeating the last 2 readings here. It's just a message that's coming through, because clearly we're not getting it we're struggling with it still. So, that's the message. We're starting off moving, and then towards the end of the week, we may have to ask Michael for some help, and then continue that journey through the weekend. But it's all the suit of air, suit of sword, suit of thought. It's all the same. We're doing 6, 8, and then 6 again. It's just reiterating. Keep moving forward. It's okay if you have to move sideways a couple of steps to get around an obstacle, but never go back. Keep moving forward. I don't think that could be any plainer than they put it. Now those numbers add up for angel card purposes to be 686. And I have a suspicion it's going to fall in the suit with this, because it usually does. So let's see. Angel number 686. To improve your financial situation, affirm and visualize abundance. So the message that I receive from that, what they're trying to tell us there, if I can get that nice and straight so you guys can read it, is that this situation, this new journey, may very well have something to do with either your career or your material gain in life, whatever it is you do to exist within the material reality that we live in. And oftentimes those things do require travel, and that can cause one of the biggest hiccups in our plan. It's that, well, I don't want to move away from my family, or I don't want to take my kid out of school and have him go to a new school. But they're trying to insist that, okay. I'm starting to get to where it's not a control issue, but sometimes when they talk, they go on and on. So I'm trying to get the message and just translate it. So what they're saying is, you've prayed for this abundance, you've prayed for this advancement in abundance, you prayed for the opportunities to be more abundant in your life so you can enjoy the finer things. And now they're giving you a chance at abundance, but now you're hesitating. It's almost like, be careful what you wish for, because we can't, when we make a affirmation, when we put out a vibration and we say, we would like very much to have more financial abundance so we can enjoy life, or we can be a better service, or whatever label we put on it. We can't define how they're going to give it to us. And sometimes the way they give it to us isn't necessarily the way that we envisioned it or the way that we would have wanted it. But they're giving it to us, and we just have to do what we have to do to accept it. Religious doctrine is not just Christianity, but religious doctrines are full of stories, including modern books. Best-selling authors have written books involving their real-life journeys of faith, where they've been moved to travel hundreds or thousands of miles away for seemingly no good apparent reason, but it ended up changing your life, and they ended up being right where they had to be. So it's about faith. It's about not losing your faith in the plan, and you have to seize opportunities. Manifestation doesn't work by saying, well, I want this, and then you're going to sit there and it's just going to happen. We have to do the work. They give us the opportunity, but we must constantly pursue that opportunity. It's not that it has to be hard, or that it, oftentimes we make it harder than it has to be. But when we ask for something and they hand it to us, just because it doesn't fit into that little box how we imagined it, doesn't mean it's not right or appropriate. We have to choose to be of receiving and take however it is they give it to us and run with it. So that's your message. There's your Archangel reading for this week, and the angel number. And now those numbers break down. You have 6 and 6, which is 12, and 8, which is 20, which breaks down to 2. So the numerology vibe for the week is 2. Now I am still in practice for this. I haven't memorized the numbers yet. I literally just I was telling you in the last reading, I think it was, that I got Glennis's book. Glennis Has Your Numbers, I think it is. And it's a primer course, numerology, because it's something I want to get into. It's been a crazy week. It's been very busy. I haven't felt very well. I'm sitting here in a raggedy old t-shirt here. It's Sunday night. I'm just, ugh. But I wanted to get this out there. So I haven't focused on the numbers, and I feel kind of ill-prepared because we were down to the deadline. I jumped on here. So I can tell you that the numeric value, the numerology for the week is 2, based on what I asked the angels to give me, as opposed to the last formula, which was I added up every number of every day of the week and added it all together. This is what I asked for, so I trust the intention. So when you see in the posting for this video, whether it be in the description under the video you're watching here on YouTube or the link you follow on Facebook, I will put down what the number 2 is for numerology as far as how it pertains to the vibration of the week. And forgive me for not having that. I actually had my iPad ready so I could look at it and see what it said it was, and I didn't bring it here with me. So everything is in its divine order, so I will put that in its description. And it's been a pleasure once again to be with you guys. I'm sorry to those who like the normal format with just the card scrolling up the screen. But this is just, it's going to be kind of back and forth. This is what I was moved to do. And I think it was more of a time thing. So, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Continue to watch. Don't forget to check out the Pendulum Girls. That is me on Advanced Angel Cards. My wife Eileen and our very good friend Mandy have been working with us, working with me, doing readings and stuff, and they have the Pendulum Girls. You can link to their YouTube page, I think, on the website, Advanced Angel Cards, get their information, and they're on YouTube under the tagline or the channel Ragdoll Ralphie, all one word, RAGDOLLRALPHIE, Ragdoll Ralphie. That's our little cat. But so if you feel motivated, check out there. They do something completely different. It's pendulums. It's actually 2 pendulums going at once. Pendulums that I made, and it's interesting what comes through. My wife's language with her pendulum is she's probably nearing 200 symbols now. They're teaching her. They're working with her every day. They're spelling out words and counting out dates, and it's pretty miraculous. And as it started from spelling, like drawing the letter M or drawing the O or the C or the S, it actually went to symbols for things. So instead of Michael is here spelling out one at a time, as soon as she sees the M, the L, the H, it's Michael's here, or the M, L, I, H, or however, which I'm not sure. So she's getting this information. She's channeling it, but the pendulum is giving her a visual to know what she's hearing. So it's pretty awesome stuff. If you guys want to check that out, and again, you can reach out if you want readings. Some of the stuff's on the website, but basically what we've been doing, Eileen or myself or Mandy are doing readings. It's basically $1 a minute as opposed to $2 to $5 a minute that most people charge. So we do it in blocks. So you can do 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, hour, or 90 minutes. And you can reach out. We can do it by email, through video, which is how I do the email. I video and then email to you. The link to you from YouTube. It's on a private link only you can see. Video chatting, whether it be Skype, FaceTime, or Google Hangout. I've been doing a lot of work with Google Hangout when I do my interviews. Or if you're local, you can host a party, come to our facility, or we can come to your facility. We've been doing gallery readings, and you can set up readings with like Mandy and Eileen, or Eileen and myself, to kind of get what we call a divine duo package. And any service you guys need that we can perform, we're happy to do so. You can reach out to us, get all the information at www.advancedangelcards.com, or you can call me directly on the Google Voice Angel Hotline, which is 747-444-1022. Thank you all for being here with me again. Bless you all. Have a wonderful week. And I will be doing readings before then, but I'm going to say it now anyway. Whatever holiday, whatever faith, whatever belief structure you have, may it be full of joy and peace. Thank you.